here's your chance to have 8 triangles and multiple edges in Octahedron. The new game where you can be Triangle Head, but it's not Resident Evil, 6. Or sorry, it was Resident Evil 4. My bad. That's when Triangle Heads, they had chainsaws and tried to murder you.
You mean Silent Hill 2?
Or Silent Hill 2. Wait, I'm getting all my Resident Evils mixed up.
Dun dun dun!
Maybe I should just stick to having a nice head like this.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I really like this game. I feel like, what if they made a Tron puzzle game? This is exactly it. With, as you said, techno music. And this is probably the game, like I love Star Wars, and that was the last game we played, but this is probably the game that I enjoyed the most because it's challenging, but I didn't want to give up. And I find those are the best puzzle games where you want to keep working on the puzzle. You're like, how the heck do I solve this? And when you do, it's very rewarding. So
it's a very interesting puzzle platformer.
Yeah, it's not really a puzzle game, you're right. It's more of like a mix of the two. And it's very beautiful. I feel like the story's sort of unnecessary. The prologue is like, nah. Well, it sort of suggests that you're like kidnapped by aliens or something. I don't know what.
By
or
crystal.
Alien crystal from Final Fantasy or something. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like $15 Canadian. It might have been 20. But yeah, I was really impressed with like just how everything's designed, and like I just wanted to keep playing and playing. But we can't do that, especially when we have limited sunlight.
Yep.
So my main criticism is, sometimes you get stuck and you just have to sort of try everything. I don't know. I'm not a big puzzle guy, so I found that's what I had to do.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is more about like it has some really interesting puzzles in it. Like you have to like move some platforms around, and like also there are like some platforms where you have like every time you use a platform, there are blocks that change up. So like here are these 2 blocks. One of them disappears when you use one block.
And you only have 2 platforms too.
And then and like you have limited amount of.
And then you can walk, like make a walk along platform.
Yeah.
That you can walk for like 5 to 8 seconds.
And this is a game that encourages completionism because you could probably skip a level by just completing a few stages 100%. Because each of the little beads you collect will contribute to a bigger level at the end.
Yeah. I don't know if my main criticism, I don't know, it's really hard to criticize this because I really liked it, so I'm kind of biased. I don't know, maybe it might be short, might not. I don't know how hard it gets. It started to get harder and harder.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's not like super difficult.
Yeah, it wasn't like impossible or like hard.
Yeah, but it started to be like, like we lost our first, like we basically lost all our lives for the first time on level 5. So
yeah,
that gives you an idea of how the
and the levels are, I don't know. At first they didn't seem super long, but then like as you have to work things out, then
but I think it's only long because you keep dying a lot.
Yeah, well, it's just you have to do things. That's what I thought. Like that was one of my first thoughts. Like it's very linear in that sense. So if you don't like linear games, but like
but
there were some
like
other
really
levels I felt like it wasn't linear as well. Like it didn't come to mind, but
I feel like it's a really good puzzle platform anyways.
Yeah, I really found like it plays similar to like Jumpman meets like Mega Man, but with more puzzles than even though in the Mega Man games that had puzzles, this is plays a little bit
I can
different.
see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
If it had like one of those disappearing block platforms that
there was sort of that because like whenever you use your platform, some
but not like but like I'm talking about the one. Yeah, I'm talking about the ones that happen in a pattern.
Yeah, which was kind of like the first game we played today, a little bit. Just the different AI had patterns. I guess that's the theme of the week, patterns.
Patterns.
So, other than that, like, yeah, I'd say, like, I'm not sure if it'd be a game, like, I would come back to. Maybe maybe like once every a while. I guess that's the only main criticism I have. Like, the controls seem responsive. It's just, yeah, your timing sometimes has to be good too. So
What would you give it?
I'd probably give it at least an 8, maybe an 8.5. Like, I wouldn't say it's like perfect, but like I think if it was $15, like it's well worth it. I'd say it's a lot of fun and it looks cool and sounds groovy.
I give it an 8 out of 10. This is a pretty fun platformer. If you are a big platformer fan, this is definitely one of those picks for you.
Yeah, especially if you're stuck at home or you're stuck in the middle of winter.
And you're just trying to figure shit out.
Just trying to find spring and summer. Where have you gone? Why have you abandoned us?
Let's go look for summer.
Okay, let's go Octavium. And Octify.